Welcome to Crazy Shit in Real Estate, a weekly podcast where I walk you through some of the wildest, most unbelievable stories you'll hear from the world of real estate. If you like real estate and you love crazy, this is the podcast for you. Before we get any further into this episode, I've got some information to share.
Oh, it's true. Real estate is super competitive and harder than you expected. That's why I created Leigh Brown University. It's everything you need to take you from point A to point whatever your goal is. You could be new to the business or a seasoned vet. I'll help you break through to the next level so that your professional life can look exactly like you desire. Enroll in Leigh Brown University today. I'll help you get there.
Well, I will tell you that what's happening in Northwest Arkansas is not any different than anywhere else in Northwest Arkansas. I tell buyers, listen, I'm going to need you to sell your soul to the devil to get into a house right now. but I'm Jesus, the one to help.
That literally, Jesus. Yeah. You're just kind of using an anecdote. All right, so I covered us there from the lightning.
We're good. And I think there's two different perspectives, kind of deviating from your question for a second. I think there are two different perspectives among buyers agents. And I think one right now is let's just put our rose-colored glasses on. Let's give them, this is going to be the greatest experience. We're going to find your dream home. It's wonderful. That does not align personally with the market right now, in my belief. Or there's that, listen, let me give you the raw picture of here's where we're at. That's absolutely why you need a buyer's agent in your corner that will go to the mat for you, because to get a buyer in a house right now, you need an agent, full-time agent that is going to the mat for you in negotiations, inspections, that they are working solely for your benefit. So as a buyer's agent, it's exhausting. You know, you get to the closing table and you feel like you've been in a boxing match, to be real honest. But golly, when you can turn over those keys to the buyer and they made it, it's wonderful.
And isn't it amazing to you, because you pay attention politically and you pay attention to the bigger picture of real estate, which you know makes you one of the very few. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we need more realtors and more professionals to pay attention to this stuff because it's not sexy. Housing policy is not sexy. Markets aren't sexy. And there's currently a lot of external players that are attacking buyer agents and saying that buyers don't need agents and agents shouldn't be paid for their work. Mm-hmm. And in a market such as the one we're in right now, how in the name of heavens can a buyer get into a house without an agent? I can't figure it out, because if I'm a listing agent, which what I do, I get 25 offers on a listing. If you don't have an agent, I'm never going to even see you. I don't have time to get to you, and you're not going to have the paperwork filled out. Why do you think the public has failed to value the relationship with a buyer's specialist?
I would put a big bulk of the blame on the agent. If you aren't proving that you have a value beyond filling in the blanks on a contract, then you don't have a value to that buyer and you're replaceable. If you can show up in ways that go far beyond filling in the blanks to a contract, where you feel like you are saving the day for them, you have got them through a multiple offer situation that was brutal, or you've walked them through their concerns, you have shown up to be a resource beyond filling in the blanks and beyond opening a door. If that's all you're doing as a buyer's agent, you are replaceable. Absolutely. And that's going to be the mentality you leave with your clients.
Oh, preach it, sister. Preach it. I love how your eyes got really big too when you got all fiery about buyers.
I'm passionate about we should be doing more. Yeah.
It's a hard market. It's a hard existence. If you're not passionate, this will eat you alive right now.
Absolutely. And I've mentioned, been around this my entire life. I've seen the ebbs and flows of the trends in real estate and the what's valued and what's not, and what we do and what's not. And I know that we're in the digital world and that makes our life so much easier. But when you just become behind the screen to your clients and there's not a face-to-face, boots on the ground in the trenches with them, how do you have a value to them? When we're knee deep in hell in a negotiation or a house hunt, I want my clients to look over and they see me muddied, bruised in the trenches with them because I'm not leaving them. I think that has got to be a mindset exactly what you're talking about, these lawsuits and everything attacking buyers agents right now. This is the time that you got to bring your A game every damn minute of a transaction, from the time you meet your client well beyond the closing table. Your job doesn't end at the closing table. Your value doesn't end at the closing table.
Oh, you're enjoying this little clip? Well, the rest of the story is available on any of your podcast apps. Just go search for and subscribe to Crazy Shit in Real Estate with Leigh Brown.